I met Colleen years ago when we first started in '76. I was familiar who she was. She sat across the aisle from us in church. But later, I, I became good friends with Colleen, and I loved her. Colleen loved her church. One of our ladies that was here back in the '60s told that Colleen was very faithful until her health failed her. She remembered back in the '60s that one Sunday morning, Colleen played the piano and Cindy and Sandy sang. And she said they were just little girls at that time, but she recalled they were faithful and a big part of their church. And up until the last days when we would go to see Colleen there in the nursing home, she would always be glad to see us, and she would always say, "And how are things down at the church?" And then we would begin to tell her God's blessings on FBC. I admired Colleen. She was a good example of the old saying, bloom where you're planted. And she worked at the Kaufman Courthouse. And there one day she was told about twin baby girls in a very bad environment. She and her husband took them that very day into their home. They adopted them and raised them as their children. And to me, this was an example of compassion and living where you're planted in your community.